Zionism is equated to racism and is equated to the devil's work in America. And the queer community has bought into that wholeheartedly. And because of that, it's been a very isolating experience. I have a friend in New York who said to me, like, she was telling me about queer happenings in New York. And she's like, oh, Miriam, you can't go to the regular Sunday party in New York City that happens. And I was like, why not? And she said, because you'd have to hide your Jewish identity. And I know you're not going to do that. And she's like, unless you're willing to do that, unless you're willing to like not talk about your Jewish identity, not talk about your family in Israel or whatever it is, then you cannot go because they will attack you. They will harass you.
So they're explicitly telling you that you have to hide not your Zionist beliefs, which are anyway being warped and weaponized, but you have to hide your Jewish identity.
If you look at the statistics, majority, over 70% of Jewish people identify as Zionist. So when you are saying Zionist, you are most likely saying Jew. That's what the data shows. And so they aren't saying Jew, but they are, and that's what it is. And so if I would mention my Jewish identity, then I would have to quickly denounce my Zionism, to show that I'm a part of that small bracket that isn't a Zionist Jew, because that's the minority of Jews. That's not most people. And so I'd have to denounce my Zionism, which I would not do. And it comes together. And that's why, I wrote an article in the Jerusalem Post recently, and I said that in order for a Jew to be able to exist in the queer community, they have to put their Jewish identity back in the closet. And I didn't say their Zionist identity because in order to be a part of the queer community, you have to you have to denounce your Jewish identity. You have to denounce your connection to Israel in order to be accepted.